Hello everyone, it's Yvonne back to do your bonus read. Alright, I'm going to use the Connolly Tarot here for this reading. At the moment, I'm loving the decks I have out. Nice to have a change, but I can't partner with the Connolly one yet. It unfortunately has a little bit of a hold on my heart. I don't know what it is, why it's so beautiful, but it just really resonates with me so much. And I do that, and then I move on to another deck, and then one day I come back to it. It's like finding an old lost love. Ah, dear, oh dear. Okay. What is going on in the bonus world today? Okay. Thank you. Okay, so we have the Magician coming out. Now, the Magician, I love the Magician. Card number 1, after the Fool, taking a leap of faith, but realizing going into the future that you have all the tools you need. You are the Master Manifester. You are the Magician. So this sort of says to me you're stepping into power here. So perhaps you're realizing actually how much power you do have. And sometimes when we're confronted with things and we do question, you know, who we are and what we are in the world, we do forget, you know, all the things we have to be grateful for, all the lessons we've learned, all the maturity we've found, all the experience, the knowledge we've gathered along the way. But this card is saying to you, you know, this is okay. This is time. You have what you need. Pack up your kit bag. Okay, so we have the 10 of Wands coming through. So ending some sort of cycle here, taking a chance on moving forward, seeing an opening door, like ready to go. But something that needs to be closed down that's gone past its use by date. The universe is sort of moving you in a slightly different direction here. It may be the end of a karmic cycle. Could be that you are being nudged onto a new pathway. But the Wheel of Fortune says the universe is sort of interceding now because perhaps you've been a little slow in uptaking the energy, perhaps not realizing how powerful you truly are. Because we do that. We get lost in things and we forget, you know, the sort of things we've learned along the way. But if you're coming up as the Magician, it says to me you have everything you need. And we're moving into new times here. I love that you've got the 7 of Pentacles here. This is the sort of place you want to see 7 of Pentacles. It can be a card of waiting or manifestation, and certainly a card of patience. But I feel like here there's sort of a really nice anticipation about the future, about perhaps some of the seeds you've planted before, but being happy to move into the future, making a choice to move in a new direction. I feel like for some of you here, the choice could be in regard to new love here, possibly with a Capricorn, Taurus or Virgo. But there seems to be this sort of anticipation. So maybe some of you are closing out one cycle to start something new. Maybe you finished out some sort of cycle in regards to a relationship and you're moving towards new love here. Okay, let's get some more information. Okay, yeah, that's the sort of card I like to see at the beginning. The 3 of Swords is the card of heartache. And this is usually heartache brought around by, it could be another person, it could be some sort of interference in your relationship. But I'm really drawn to the rose on the 3rd sword here, because that sort of says to me there is something new coming through here. And the white rose represents peace. So it feels to me there's some sort of peace in sort of moving out of some sort of situation of pain, saying goodbye to something here. I'm really drawn to the Tower, so perhaps you've already been through some sort of Tower moment here and you're moving into new times, knowing that there's a sense of peace in front of you. Some sort of decision you're making here is bringing in some peace after heartbreak. Let's keep going. All right, yes, look at this. Okay, so some of you walking away from something that you're feeling very saddened about, but you're too focused on what you're leaving behind rather than being focused on what's in front of you. And you know it's not wrong and it's not unusual to feel sad about what you're leaving behind, because there is always a sadness if you've invested time and energy into something. It's just the not being, it's the not staying there that is the issue or problem. It's to use the 2 cups in front of you to understand, you know, that there's love, there's things waiting for you outside of that, but you've got to let go of the past energy here. All right, 10 of Swords coming through. Okay, so definitely saying goodbye to something here. You may be saying goodbye to a situation, but I also think you're saying goodbye to some parts of you that no longer serve you here. So there's this energy of closing out some sort of negative cycle, some negative way of thinking, negative way of doing things. Especially with, when you look at the energy of the 3 cards, really, there's sort of this energy of hope after letting go of something here. Some energy of seeing, you know, with the rose here and the 2 cups, some energy of sort of being able to look into the future and seeing some respite from perhaps the situation you're moving away from, or this energy that you're moving away from. I feel like for a lot of you, this is more about the energy rather than a situation. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so we have the 3 of Cups here. I can't deny with the 3 of Cups and 3 of Swords, you may be walking away from a relationship where there was a third party. You could be leaving a relationship behind. There's also 3 cups here on the table. So I have 3, 3, and 3. So maybe you've been in a situation that, you know, you were sharing with another person and you've only just sort of come to light on that. Maybe this is why this sort of card, this 10 of Swords is here, because it may represent some sort of betrayal. But yes, focusing on the rose and the 2 cups here. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so we have the card of Devil energy here. But we also have the 10 of Pentacles sitting smack bang in the middle of the reading. So that sort of changes things greatly. And the World card says to me there is some happiness to closing something out here. You may have been in a very codependent relationship. You could have been in a relationship that with someone that was possibly quite narcissistic or controlling. And I feel like even though the moving is not nice for you, it's sort of bittersweet energy here. And there seems to be this promise of better things to come. And that's where you're focused now with the 2 cups. So maybe you're already starting to sort of put this 5 of Cups energy behind you here. Because there's this feeling here that you may have had a betrayal by the person you were with. They may have had a situation that they've got caught up in here. But whatever it is for you, you are seeing what you have in your future here with this 10 of Pentacles once you close out this cycle. But for many of you, this is leaving a situation behind that you felt very tied to, very chained to. And that has been what's been difficult. So I think that once you find your way out of this cycle, there's sort of like this feeling that, you know, you've broken chains. You've released yourself from something very, very toxic here. Okay, so we have the Page of Wands coming through with the Knight of Cups. Okay, 8 of Wands here as well. So something is happening very, very quickly here. I just want to have a look at, because this is quite interesting. Let's go back to the beginning. I see the universe telling you that you've got all the tools you need. You're closing out some sort of cycle here. The Wheel of Fortune tells me that there's been some sort of universe interception here. Intervention. The universe has put up an intervention. But I do see you looking towards the future and quite excited. Maybe it's you that's in another relationship, or there's a promise of another relationship here, or another choice. So maybe it's you that's got the option here rather than the other person. It could be either way, but there feels like there's something here that you're moving towards after perhaps leaving something very, very toxic. So maybe you're in some sort of karmic relationship at the moment with that Wheel of Fortune. And this could be the person you're dealing with too, so don't discount that. Someone's moving away from something very, very toxic here. something maybe they were codependently attached to, or there's definitely this feeling that whatever they're moving away from is much worse than what they're moving to, but they're having trouble then understanding that, or you're in the middle of that. You know, you're in the middle of that sort of, is this the right thing to do? It's really toxic. I don't think I can live there anymore, or deal with that, or work there anymore. But I'm also really concerned what's in my future. But there's an offer of love right on your doorstep. So it's like, hang on a moment. Oh, okay. Nine of Pentacles jumping out at me here. So somebody's definitely walking away from something here to become single or to become more independent. If it's a job you're moving away from, this feeling of independence is very, very strong here. You could have had some toxic dealings with somebody at work that came between you and your job, or came between you and somebody else at work or in a personal relationship. But there seems to be an offer here. So for some of you, you may be being offered another job straight off. I'm wondering if you're leaving a job because you've already had that offer. With all the threes here, there could be someone that's come in and offered you something that's pushed you to move away from an old position that you're having a little bit of trouble letting go of because of the commitment to it. But whether this is a relationship or whether it's a job here, the main themes are that whatever you were in, whatever you were doing is done. It's finished. There's nothing more for you. So it's just that you're stuck in that sort of muddy place between finishing something up and starting something new. And then the Nine of Pentacles hopped out, and I really feel like here you're being given something, job of your dreams, relationship of your dreams. There seems to be some sort of communication coming in with an offer here, and it's coming in very, very quickly too, because we have this Eight of Wands showing that the turnaround's going to be very, very quick. So this may have taken, oh, there we go with the Judgment card again, which came up in the What's Cracking reading. There seems to be this feeling here of moving on. There's the Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy as well. So I feel like somebody's offering you something here to give you a start at new life. Somebody's offering you something that probably you deserved or is on your path for the future here. But it's giving you this opportunity to sort of come back and do something again here. It's a rebirth. It's an opportunity. It's like taking a chance on something here. Look, starting again. Rebirthing. Beautiful energy, though, with that King of Pentacles there. This could be, if this is a job for you, it could mean that you've got a lot more money or a lot more resources where you're going. But it's not so much about that, and it may be a bonus for you, but it's the feeling you're getting from freeing yourself up from something. So even if you can't feel it now, something here is telling me that you're going to have much more freedom on the other side than you currently have. So whatever you're doing here, whatever you're walking away from, whatever you're going towards is going to be so much better than what you've had before. Okay, so we have the card of riding the cosmic wave coming through here. Beautiful, beautiful card. They're all beautiful cards. Okay. I'm only going to read you the oracle on this one. This oracle brings a message. There is a time to work hard and a time to allow the fruits of one's labour to manifest when one may be carried by forces set in motion by the energy of life itself. You can let go and move further, reach further with less effort. Now is the time to give yourself permission to stop paddling and instead just ride the wave. Give in, let go, and be moved. Wow, that just sums the reading up beautifully. Have a wonderful day.